Greetings, programs. Welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews. So, breaking out the old Halloween intro again, gonna go ahead and look at something I'm actually really excited to have finally tracked down and got my hands on. I will give the really fast caveat. This might be a bootleg, and I don't know. We're gonna be go ahead. No point in hiding it. We're looking at the Neca Ultimate Creature from the Black Lagoon. Wow, this really shows off that I'm using a ring light now. Yay. um, this was purchased on eBay. It does have the little TNT Toys distribution holo sticker. I can't enter the code you're supposed to be able to use to go through and see if this is really the real one or not, but as far as I can tell, it is. I love the box art on this, actually. This is one of the few figures where I've just outright saved the box. You got some product shots on the sides and back and everything. Open it up. Velcro latch. Figures out, but you can see that there's a colorized version of one of the underwater scenes you would see him in all the time in here, which is really neat. More product shot stuff. Don't care about product shots. We're here to look at the figure. And this is... I am very impressed with this figure. Like, even if this is like one of those, unauthorized, we made some extras after, NECA was done with the molds kind of things, this is such a stinking fun, awesome figure. Posability on him is great. We're just going to go ahead and get into that. The shoulders can move all the way out. They are on a standard universal joint. As you can see with these shoulder pads, that is going to get in the way of some posability. You're not going to get a full rotation out of the arms. This is flexible to let things move around a little, but you can't rotate them all the way around. It does stop at some points. If you need something else, you might have to, get creative with it. But pretty good range there. We'll get to the head in a bit, but starting out with the other stuff. The elbows are actually double jointed, so you've got one up here and another joint right here, which between the two, this one only moves a little bit, but it does still give you, a little bit of extra range. That one also provides rotation, while does that second one have a rotation as well? No. Yes, maybe? Or is it something in front of it? Oh, yeah, nope. So you've got two rotations in the elbow at least, so I'm sure that'll lead to, even more range if you need. Hands rotate. They're on a joint in there so they can move in, out. Basically every joint, you're going to have a lot of overhang of this kind of rubbery, soft plastic to help complete the look, which I'm really good with. Double ball joints here in his torso. So, you can tilt him around, twist him in places, give him an ab crunch. Can't bring his arches back too much because of the fins running down his back, but... And as you can see, just all over this guy, the paintwork is really nice. I love, kind of the dry brush effect around the edge of all the, different scale layers. He kicks forward. He kicks back a little. Again, flexible stuff to move out of the way. He can do basically the full splits, which is actually kind of impressive. And up in here, you can see that he does have... he's got a combination of ball joints, and then there's a rotation right there. So the leg can rotate some. Double jointed knees again. So very similar to the elbows. There is a rotation in the top joint there. 90% sure. Yeah. There's not another lower joint hiding here. Put that back. Rotation at the ankle. Pivot. Bit of up and down. All in all, just fantastic posing, as you would expect from a NECA figure. It's not quite as posable as, say, a Marvel Legends figure. It's got all the same joints in the same places. It's just you've got overhang from the shoulders and things like that it limits it just a little bit. Not bad though. Head is on a series of joints actually, which is easiest to show by ripping the head off. So we'll do that. So first you've got, I believe these are called like barbell ball joints. So you've got a ball right at the base of his head that gets you rotation there. Then this little stem is on its own ball joint, so you can pivot this around before you pivot the head on top. We will stick a head back on here in a second to show that. And then you've got a joint here at the base of the neck, also rotates there. So really, really good range of motion there with this, the way that this neck is set up. But the reason I ripped his head off is he does, as you would expect, come with multiple heads. You've got the head we started with, got those big old fishy eyes, gills going all the way around. A lot of like layered paint going on in different places. He's also got the traditional open mouth, since this is a fish guy. A little bit more flashing on this head, on my copy at least. Again, don't know if that's luck of the draw, sign of bootleg, who knows. I'm still having fun with this figure. I don't care if it even is a bootleg. And then the last head is the most impressive to me, because on this one, they actually articulated the mouth. And other than that little bit of green at the back of the throat, it is like, it's a very clean looking articulated mouth. If you open the mouth too far, you will have to take the head off to push from the back there to close it back up. So if you don't want to take the head apart, do be careful to like not push the lip past about here so you can still get a hold of it. I love that he's got that though, so you can get the mouth just how you want it. Head pops right back on very easily for, you know, a Neca figure. He ends up having, with all those joints in the neck, like, you can make this guy look darn near anywhere you need him to. There's so much impressive about this guy. He also does come with a whole bunch of hands. Given the hands he's using now and the extras, you get a total of 6 hands, just in various degrees of open, close. All the hands have the same really fantastic sculpting for, you know, the lines and the webbing, the scales in the palm of the hand. Just, this is basically like one of those videos where I'm just going to sit here and gush. This figure has been so much fun. I love the sculpted work on him. Like, they even bothered to sculpt the bottom of his feet to have, like, you know, fin bones kind of going on there. Just, this thing is incredible. I've never really had a reason to talk about it here on the channel, but Creature from the Black Lagoon, aka Gillman, obviously, he is far and above my favorite of the original Universal horror monsters. He's the closest you get to an original monster with them, since almost everything else was taken from a book. And granted, this guy is basically just a messed up version of a mermaid / merman. So he's not 100% original, but I am still so over the moon with this guy. Like I've said, I'm pretty sure this one is authentic. I do have some other Neca figures I know are legit. This guy feels like same plastic quality and everything. So the worst thing I'm dealing with here is going to be after they made the 100,000 or whatever that Neca ordered, they made another 50,000 without telling them kind of thing, because that's a thing that happens actually sometimes. It's kind of interesting. But if you're like me and you enjoy the Gillman, I cannot recommend this figure enough. This is like the best figure of him we could have possibly hoped for. Knowing Neca, there's probably some color versions you can get. I bet there's a completely, you know, grayscale version as well. They like doing that. Maybe one that's like in weird neon colors to look like a specific movie poster. Granted, this guy has very few movies to pull from. Fun fact, Gillman only has 3 movies. That's it. There are no modern reboots like The Mummy has. They got two. There's no continuations. He did not cross over with any other famous monsters. 3 movies. Done. Every time they've planned to bring the series back, they cancel it for some reason. So, do yourself a favor this Halloween. Watch all 3 of the Creature from the Black Lagoon movies and get yourself this figure. He is great. So, that said, thank you guys for watching. I am actually dealing with some computer issues right now, so hopefully those will be resolved in the near future. But either way, I will see you guys next time.